Hello everyone and welcome back. In this video I'm going to discuss insert, resize, delete commands of Microsoft Excel. In Excel you can insert, resize, delete rows, columns, pictures, shapes, and other objects in the worksheets. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate the topics we are going to discuss. To start, I'm going to fill in this worksheet with numbers starting from column C to S. Okay, so we are going to use the fill series command. So starting from value 1. Okay, so we are going to highlight the columns from column C to H to fill in numbers. Okay, so after highlighting, the fill in series is found in home. Okay, so now we are going to specify the step value of 1 to continue. So automatically the numbers are generated using the fill in series function of Excel. And of course we are going to center horizontally and vertically. Okay, now next thing to do is to put a label from column C to E. We call this as first quarter. First quarter. Okay, so column F to S, we call this as second quarter. And of course we are going to center the first quarter from column C to E using the merge and center command, and second quarter also. Now for the first column we will put this column as our sequence number for the data, and then for the second column, which is column B, we will place names of customers. Okay, so we call this as customer name. Now in between first quarter and second quarter we are going to place total. Okay, so we are going to insert blank columns. Okay, insert, and then we will label this as sub total. Okay, and also for this column sub total. Now in our document we are going to resize the column evenly. Okay, so we will reduce the column width for the first quarter. So to do that we are going to highlight column C up to column F, then resize. Okay, and then of course this one will be resize also, and then for the sake of content, we are going to also give the same column, and then this one. Okay, so for this column we are going to generate some numbers starting from 1. Okay, so let's say we'll fill the numbers from row 4 up to row 10. Okay, the same command to fill in the numbers automatically with step value 1. And then of course you have to center horizontally and vertically. Okay, in our document there are subtotals. There are 2 found in column F and column G. Then these 2 subtotals we are going to add them, and then we call them as total. So this column will be the summation of the 2 subtotals. Okay, so we are going to merge and center the caption. Okay, so now we are going to add 2 more rows. Okay. Now we are going to add new title for this document. We call this as customer, or we call this quarterly sales report. And of course the report will be centered across our document. Okay, so highlight, then merge and center. Then we'll add the name of the report or the company name. As computer services. Then of course we have to center the title of our document. Okay, so we have added new rows for the titles, and we have also another column. Now let's add another column in between column B and C, because we are going to add another data. Now we are going to call this as customer type. Okay, so the customer type column will be reduced by 8 size, and then we are going to merge the 2 cells together, and then okay, so this is now the partial appearance of our document. So we have already demonstrated how to insert a series of numbers using the field series, inserting rows and inserting another columns, and resizing the columns. Okay, Now we are going to put some borders on this report. Okay, so as usual, we are going to highlight the report from the first column up to the last column. Okay, so column L, and then up to row 10. Okay, so starting from L10 and then to column L. So press the shift button and then okay. Okay, so press the shift button and then click in that location. Then we are going to put the borders. Okay, so the borders will be all borders. So what you've seen is now the worksheet being the data are being closed in the border. So we are going to adjust this. Then this one, we are going to merge them together, and then this, and also this two cells. Then okay, so now this is the partial appearance of our report. Okay, so we are going to fill in some information on this document, and then after that we are going to create the formula. So let's say customer name is Jenny, and then we call this as cash customer, and then we are going to put some data. Let's say 100 payment, and then 700. Then we are going to calculate the total by using the autosum. Okay, so we are going to calculate the total starting from first and third column, and then press enter. Okay, so we are going to add more data. And then calculate the total. Okay, so for calculations we are going to indicate the first column, and then shift K, and then enter. Okay, so we are going to add these two subtotals, and then plus. Okay, so we have indicated our formula for the first subtotal, so it is the sum of these first three columns. And then for the second subtotal, from this column to this, and then for the total we are adding these two subtotals. Okay, so let's try to change this value. Say we will have this value. Okay, so once you have constructed the formula, automatically with the data changes, the formula will be recalculated. Okay, so let's have to make some adjustment on our columns. We have to merge this into one. Okay, and also this, merge them together, and then also this. Okay, this one also. Right guys, we are almost done with our output, but so far we have already demonstrated how to use the resize, the insert rows and inserting columns. Then we have already changed also the appearance of our data. We merged them together to make it appear or have our report a very nice look. So this is, so far this is the output based on our demonstration. Now let's add more beautification on our output. Let's change the font. Okay, so again change the font also on this row, and then let's do some formatting on our numerical data. Okay, now the number signs indicate that the data is, the width is larger than the width of the column, so we are going to reduce the font of the data. Okay, so far that's our output, and then we are going to insert some drawings below. We will put some arrow to point to some information. Okay, so we are going to place this arrow into this location, and then we call this as grand total. Then we are going to sum up the value. Okay, so from this row up to this row, the sum is calculated. Alright guys, this is the end of our tutorial. I hope you enjoy and learn something from this episode. This is Genius Asenas serving you. Mabuhay Pilipinas. Bye-bye.